Alright, and good morning, start of day 4. So this is Yunta and Yunta. Yunta, I think it is, actually heard it at the pub last night. So had a pretty broken sleep initially, up until 2:30 in the morning. So sleeping here is like sleeping 20 metres from the M1, while simultaneously sleeping 30 metres from the Great Northern Railway line. I kid you not, you've literally got this little corridor where you're camping in. So that was unique, but me not being as bright as I should be, didn't realise I could put earplugs in. So I worked that one out by about 2:30 in the morning, and that improved things remarkably, so that was really good. So here we are. I'm just going to go get some fuel soon. I've got to finish packing up. Got a reasonably large day today, 682 kilometres. So I'm going to leave a little earlier than I otherwise would. But as you can see, it's just daybreak there now. It's about 7:45, I think. And across the road is where I'm going to grab some fuel. Back there. I'm not sure if it's open yet, so I've got to check that out. But that's the quick update. I'll give you some reflections when I get on the road. Yeah, okay, here we have a mobile servo, which is open, and the Perry's here is not. I think that might just be a 24-hour diesel for the truckies. But here's the main drag. Quiet little town. And there's the campsite. Alright, let's set off. This will be a quick one this morning, as we don't have much GoPro battery left. So that was Yunta. Reflections on yesterday. Was really one of the nicest trips I've done so far, and that's because the weather was really nice, the wind conditions were great, and the roads were good. And nice scenery. It's very interesting. I had one minor incident, well, a near miss actually. I came over a crest and saw a wedge-tailed eagle, and these are a really big bird, and it was picking away at some roadkill, which was in the middle of the road on the other lane, and I tapped the brake to disengage cruise control and slowed down, and I was doing about 80 k's an hour when it took wing. But they are such a big bird, and as it's taking off, it's trying to fly across my lane, and when it saw me coming at the last minute, it put the brakes on and kind of tried to fly backwards while flying up at the same time. And we probably missed each other by, I don't know, a couple of meters, but it wouldn't have been nice to collide with a wedgie. Okay, got a few roadworks here. Yeah, it's quite early in the morning. It's 8:35 local time, 6:05 Perth time, and we're heading to a place called Ceduna, which is on the coast, and I'm planning to stay at the Coastal Caravan Park. It's nippy this morning. I'm showing 10.5 degrees Celsius. Hands are going to be a bit chilly because I've got summer gloves, didn't bring any winter gear, but I'm just going to alternate them. I can rest them on the engine block as you go along, so that's fine. I'm wearing wet weather gear to block the wind, at least on the top half. Bottom half's fine because it gets heat off the engine. beautiful this time of morning. Pardon the sniffles there. Alright, I'm going to sign off. I don't even know if it's worked. I'm just going to have to pull up. It's fucking frustrating. It shits me, man. But it's better to be safe than sorry, huh? We're cruising along between Petersburg, formerly Petersburg, and Port Augusta. Lovely landscape. Got the speed wound right up at the moment. Got a really good tailwind. Judging by fuel consumption, instantaneous. It's only doing 4.75. It's well within the threshold. And so I got the speed set, GPS speed at 113 kilometers per hour. It's, 110 is the speed limit, but there's potential for error. 3 k's over isn't going to cause any concern. Indicated speed is 122, so yeah, there's roughly a 10% discrepancy between GPS and Triumph. It's still fairly chipper. It's now coming up to 12.5 degrees, but for the longest time there it was at 11. But as I predicted, there's plenty of scope to alternate hands, holding them against the block, and they get warm very quickly there. Would I invest in heated hand grips? Yeah, probably not, which I didn't anyway. So, all right, well, that's it. Quick update, I've decided to stop here at a place called Horrocks. It's still a little South Australian town. Decided to stop here, warm up, have a coffee and get going. 560 kilometres to go. Alright, so we're in the Flinders Ranges near Port Augusta, and well, near 40 k's away from Port Augusta, but this is called Horrocks Pass, and I thought I'd just record a little bit here for you because it's a bit windy, and I haven't seen windy for a long time. Have to remember how to take corners. That's just sublime. There's something about going downhill on the windy bits versus going uphill. Downhill doesn't inspire as much confidence for some reason. I don't know if it's just me. It should, because you got more weight over the front, but tend to be a bit more ginger. The thing with these corners is you don't know who's coming the other way. And then being Saturday morning, you could have half of Port Augusta's motorcycle clubs up here, and people can overcook these corners. I think you'll agree it's a beautiful ride though. That's pretty much the pass done with. So we'll shut her down. Okay, we're heading down towards Port Augusta now, and some more ranges in front of us, and over to the right there. Unfortunately, with the GoPro fisheye lens, you can't really see Iron Knob, but that's a mine, iron ore mine over there. And the wind farm is showing you the wind conditions today. Yeah, it's been a stupendous ride so far. Beautiful roads, great conditions. Going to fuel up at Port Augusta, and then start the next leg. I think from there, Kimba will be the next fuel stop. Alright, we are on the stretch from Port Augusta to Kimba. Kimba's the halfway point, which is about 25 k's away. But I thought this landscape was pretty interesting. The roads slightly undulating up and down elevation, but we've got flora that very closely resembles West Australian eucalypts. So the road's been pretty much dead straight as well. See, it goes off into the distance. Yeah, I'll start you up again at Kimba, where we've got the big galah. Alright, just about at Kimba. I like a bit of Kimba. It was a good stop over here on the way across. I was really surprised with the free council provided camping. Had really nice clean showers, toilets,
They were gold coin operated showers. $2 for 4 minutes, which was really good. And you can just tell that the council makes an effort to get people to stay there. It's got a nice art gallery and some attractions to encourage people to stay, and in my opinion that's what you need to do in small towns. Halfway across Australia, there you go. I don't know why coming across here I've thought of the old man. He gave us all some very sage advice in a wedding speech that he made, my brother's wedding, older brother's wedding. So the speech was in response to the bride's father making a toast. So he was toasting as father of the groom. Now, in preparation for his speech, he spent weeks writing it, and I heard him practicing it a lot. So kind of knew the gist of it when he got up to deliver it. And you'll appreciate after you hear it, because I'm going to recite it for you. After the wedding I took his notes and studied them for a few weeks as well. After the speech was made, people just rushed up to the bar, and there was a solid round of applause. So here goes. Just getting my train of thought together. I was just thinking about whether I needed fuel or not. Keep it in suspense anyway. Okay, the speech goes as follows. We're only here for a short time. We're not here for a long time. So let's have a bloody good time. Thank you. And on that note, I'm going to continue to have a good time. We're going to stop at Ceduna, 101 kilometres away. Signing off. Alright, so I'm just about to start the last leg to Ceduna, 211 kilometres. I've just fueled up at this place called Wahuna, something like that. That's a bit of a hub for transport. There's a couple of service stations here. Just sit here and have a drink, and then I'll get on my way. I should be in by roughly 4:45. I just said take a 10-minute break here. Going well. So I'm really welcoming these smooth roads. They're so much better than what I've had. It's just been a really good day today. Looking forward to pulling up at the coast. Okay. Catch on the road. Yeah, slight edit. We're at a place called Ceduna, not Wahuna. So apologies to any South Australians for getting one of your nice little towns' names wrong. Okay, we're arriving in Ceduna right on time, 4:51 PM. It is windy as, but it's been a southerly, so it's been somewhat of a cross crosswind. Just sort of has your helmet wobbling about like a nodding head side to side. I'll end up with a neck like Brock Lesnar. And this is us. That's the motel. Here's the caravan park. How do you get in? She's popular. Hope I can get a place in here. Do a blocky. Free Wi-Fi. Good, mate.
That's the go.
They're looking for a cabin.
A cabin?
Yeah.
I've got one left.
Awesome.
Oh, hang on, mate. I'll put
Just-
you around here, mate, and we'll get you into a mate. Yep, lovely, mate.
Okay?
That's beautiful bike.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so we're at the Foreshore Caravan Park, can see the sea. I'm at the back of the park, which is not an issue, but I'm staying in the cabin tonight, number 11 just there. So, got Wi-Fi, power obviously. The last 2 nights have been tenting, so I deserve a little cabin stay. Should be good.
Sunset. Ceduna. Lovely. Pick things up tomorrow. Okay, we're doing a quick recap of today's journey, which took us from Yunta through to Ceduna, sort of more or less the middle point here of South Australia. Now this the Flinders Ranges through here, through Wilmington, around through the Gap. Fantastic ride. In fact, the roads in South Australia are peerless compared with New South Wales and Queensland. So no more disparaging remarks about South Australia. The roads have renewed my enthusiasm for this place. So so that takes us to Ceduna, right on the waterfront here, and that takes us to a bit over the halfway point. So tomorrow the trip is from Ceduna through to Majura. I haven't stayed there either before, so beyond the border, and so tomorrow we'll be in Western Australia. More on that later.